Let me ask you something. What actually counts as a good home security system in 2026? Because I feel like a lot of people have gotten lost in all the specs and marketing hype. 4K, 8K, night vision, wireless, solar-powered, AI detection, dual lenses, 360 pan and tilt, color night vision, ultra-wide-angle human detection. Every year there's a new buzzword, and every product claims it's the next generation of security. But here's the thing, the tech keeps sounding more impressive, without necessarily making you any safer. You spend money on a 4K camera, but when something actually happens, it still misses it. Like the exact moment your package gets taken and somehow that part just isn't in frame. Or you're getting hit with notifications all day, and when you finally check them, it's just trees moving in the wind. So instead of asking what camera is better, I started asking a different question. What does a good system actually need to do? First, coverage. It basically means, can your system actually cover what matters instead of just one angle? You end up with blind spots, your driveway, side yard, entry points. Someone walks in from the side, avoids the main camera, and you have no idea what happened. Now with proper coverage, you see the full path, front yard, backyard, side entry, no gaps, no missing pieces. Second, clarity. It's not just 4K, it's whether you can actually see details when it matters. You might have footage, but the face is blurry, the license plate is unreadable, and it's basically useless. With real clarity, you can clearly see who it is, what happened, and the details actually mean something. Third, and this is probably the most important one, intelligence. Can your camera actually tell the difference between a person, a car, or just a random shadow? With systems like eufy, the AI detection powered by BionicMind doesn't just detect motion, it actually identifies subjects, automatically highlights them, and zooms in on what matters. And trust me, this makes a huge difference. During my testing, I had weeks where I was getting dozens of notifications, and most of them weren't even real events, just leaves moving, a cat running by, or lighting changes. That's not security, that's spam, and honestly, this isn't rare. A lot of basic camera systems constantly get triggered by shadows, pets, or changes in light. So what does a system that actually understands feel like? It filters out the noise and surfaces the stuff that actually matters, like a person approaching your house or a vehicle pulling in. And once false alerts drop, you start trusting your notifications again, because when your phone goes off, there's a good chance something actually happened. Fourth, a good system doesn't just record, it helps you respond. What if it can't do that? You're just watching it after the fact, like your package getting taken, and all you can do is replay it. With proactive features, you get real-time alerts, maybe even trigger alarms or lights, and sometimes that's enough to stop it before it happens. And finally, being able to go back and find things. It's not about having footage, it's about finding what matters. You end up scrubbing through hours of footage just to find a 10-second clip. With proper search, you just search by person, vehicle, or time, and find it in seconds. Now, once you look at it this way, you start to realize not all cameras are built the same. So to actually test this, I picked 3 different eufy setups, just to see how they stack up against these standards in real life. Let's start with the eufy SoloCam S340. It covers the basics. You get visibility, you get some level of clarity, even a bit of AI. But at the end of the day, it's still just one camera doing one job. So yeah, it works, but it doesn't fully meet what I'd call a complete security system. Then stepping up, you've got something like the eufyCam S4. This is where things start to feel smarter. Better detection, more flexibility, and a more complete experience overall. But when you move to something like the eufy NVR System S4 Max, that's when everything clicks. Now you're not just watching, you've got continuous recording, multiple cameras working together, and a system that actually understands what's going on across your entire space. This is the only setup here that actually checks every single box we talked about. The difference here isn't just features, it's levels. One handles a single point, one starts to feel smarter, and one actually works like a real system. So it's not really about which one is better, it's about which level of security you actually need. If you're in an apartment or a smaller space, something like the eufy SoloCam S340 is more than enough. Super easy to set up, and it covers all the essentials. If you've got a larger space or you want smarter alerts, then stepping up to something like the eufyCam S4 is a really solid upgrade. But if you're looking for full-on security coverage like multi-camera coordination, continuous recording, and centralized control, then a system like the eufy S4 Max setup is really what you want. Because in 2026, a good home security system isn't just something that records, it's something that sees everything, understands what matters, and actually helps you respond. And honestly, once you experience that difference, it's really hard to go back. All right, that's my take on what a real security system should look like in 2026. So what about you? What does your ideal setup look like? Or how many of these 5 standards does your current system actually meet? Drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.